The Detachment Paradox. The more detached you are, the faster you manifest. Written by Mindsmore. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what if everything you thought you knew about achieving your dreams was wrong? We live in a world obsessed with hustle, with grinding, with forcing our way to success. We're told to visualize our desires with laser focus, to cling to them with unwavering determination. But what if this relentless pursuit is actually pushing our dreams further away? What if the secret to manifesting your desires lies not in chasing them, but in letting them go? Welcome to the Detachment Paradox. In this audiobook, we'll embark on a journey to uncover a hidden truth. The more detached you are from a desired outcome, the faster it manifests. This isn't about giving up on your dreams. It's about discovering a powerful, almost magical principle that governs the universe. It's about understanding the subtle art of allowing, of surrendering, of trusting the flow of life. Imagine a life where you effortlessly attract abundance, where you achieve your goals with ease and grace, where you experience deep inner peace, even amidst life's challenges. This is the promise of the Detachment Paradox. Are you ready to unlock its secrets? Then join me as we explore the mysteries of manifestation and discover the true path to a life of freedom, fulfillment, and extraordinary power. Chapter 1. The Whispers of Desire. The whispers of desire. They begin as a soft murmur, a subtle tug at the edges of your awareness, a fleeting image of a life less ordinary, a whisper, what if, that dances at the periphery of your thoughts. It might be a yearning for a deeper connection, a hunger for financial abundance, or perhaps a burning desire to leave your mark on the world. Whatever form it takes, this initial spark of longing is the seed of all human ambition, the catalyst for every dream we dare to chase. But here's the paradox, the subtle twist of fate that so often trips us up on our journey to fulfillment. The more intensely we chase these desires, the more elusive they become. Like butterflies flitting through a sun-drenched meadow, they seem to dance just beyond our grasp, taunting us with their proximity, yet always remaining just out of reach. Why is this so? Why do our most fervent desires often seem to slip through our fingers like grains of sand? The answer, my friend, lies in the very nature of desire itself. Desire, in its essence, is a state of lack. It's a yearning for something we perceive as missing in our lives, a void that we desperately seek to fill. And when we chase our desires from this state of lack, we inadvertently create resistance. We send out a vibrational frequency of neediness, of desperation, which repels the very things we seek to attract. Think of it like this. Imagine a magnet with its positive and negative poles. When you approach another magnet with the same pole facing forward, what happens? They repel each other, pushing away with an invisible force. Similarly, when we approach our desires from a place of lack, we're essentially presenting the same pole to the universe. We're saying, I don't have this, and I desperately need it. And the universe, in its infinite wisdom, responds in kind, mirroring back our own energy of lack. This is where the detachment paradox comes into play. It's a radical shift in perspective, a counterintuitive approach to manifestation that challenges everything we've been taught about achieving our goals. It suggests that the key to unlocking our desires lies not in clinging to them with white-knuckled determination, but in releasing them, in letting go of our attachment to a specific outcome. Now, before you dismiss this as some new age mumbo-jumbo, let me assure you there's a profound logic behind this seemingly paradoxical principle. When we detach from our desires, we break free from the shackles of neediness and desperation. We move from a state of lack to a state of abundance, a state of trust in the universe and its inherent ability to deliver. This doesn't mean we give up on our dreams. Quite the opposite, in fact. Detachment is not apathy. It's not resignation. It's a deliberate act of surrender, a conscious choice to release our grip on the how and the when, and to trust that the universe will orchestrate the perfect unfolding of events. Think of a gardener planting a seed. They carefully place the seed in fertile soil, water it, and provide it with sunlight. But they don't dig it up every day to see if it's growing. They trust the natural process, the inherent intelligence of nature to do its work. And in due time, the seed sprouts, takes root, and blossoms into a beautiful flower. Similarly, when we plant the seeds of our desires, we must nurture them with intention and action. But we must also trust the universe to do its part, to bring forth the perfect fruition in its own time and in its own way. This trust, this surrender, is the essence of detachment. It's the ability to hold our desires lightly, to visualize our dreams without clinging to them, to take inspired action while remaining open to infinite possibilities. And here's the most fascinating part. When we truly detach, when we release our grip on the outcome, we paradoxically accelerate the manifestation process. We create a vacuum, a space of allowing, that draws our desires towards us with effortless ease. Think of it like this. Imagine you're holding a bird in your hand. The more tightly you squeeze, the more desperately you try to hold on, the more the bird struggles to escape. But if you open your hand, if you offer the bird freedom, it may choose to stay, perched lightly on your palm, drawn to your gentle touch. Similarly, when we release our tight grip on our desires, when we offer them the freedom to manifest in their own way, we create a magnetic field of attraction. We become a beacon of positive energy, drawing our dreams towards us like moths to a flame. This, my friend, is the power of the detachment paradox. It's a subtle shift in perspective, a profound change in our approach to manifestation that can unlock a world of abundance and fulfillment beyond our wildest imagination. Are you ready to explore this paradox? To delve deeper into the mysteries of desire and manifestation? To discover the true power of letting go? Then join me as we continue our journey into the heart of the detachment paradox. Chapter 2. The Cage of Attachment. We crave love, success, wealth, and recognition. These desires are the driving force behind our actions, the fuel that propels us forward on our journey through life. But what happens when these desires, these innocent yearnings for a better life, morph into chains that bind us, imprisoning us in a cage of our own making? This, my friend, is the insidious nature of attachment. It's a subtle trap, a seductive illusion that promises fulfillment but delivers only frustration and despair. Attachment is the glue that binds us to our desires, transforming them from guiding stars into relentless taskmasters. It whispers in our ear, "You are not enough until you have this, and your happiness depends on achieving that." Think of a child clinging to a favorite toy, terrified of losing it. Their grip tightens, their knuckles whiten, and their eyes dart nervously around, fearing any potential threat. This toy, once a source of joy and comfort, becomes a source of anxiety and stress. The child's entire world revolves around it, their happiness held hostage by its presence. Similarly, when we become attached to our desires, we create a prison of our own making. We cling to the outcome, fixated on a specific vision of how things should be, and in doing so, we lose sight of the present moment, the only moment where true joy and fulfillment can be found. Attachment manifests in many subtle forms. It's the entrepreneur who sacrifices their health and relationships in the relentless pursuit of wealth, only to find themselves feeling empty and alone when they reach the pinnacle of success. It's the artist who becomes so fixated on achieving critical acclaim that they lose touch with the joy of creation, their work becoming a hollow reflection of their desperate need for validation. It's the single person who desperately seeks a romantic partner, believing that their happiness depends on finding the one, only to sabotage their relationships with their neediness and insecurity. It's the student who becomes so obsessed with getting perfect grades that they lose sight of the joy of learning, their education becoming a stressful burden rather than an enriching experience. Attachment is a universal human experience, a common thread that weaves through our lives, shaping our thoughts, emotions, and actions. It's the invisible force that keeps us trapped in cycles of frustration and disappointment, preventing us from experiencing the true freedom and fulfillment that lie just beyond its grasp. But why are we so prone to attachment? Why do we cling so tightly to our desires, even when they cause us pain and suffering? The answer lies in our deep-seated fear of loss, our primal instinct to hold on to what we perceive as valuable and essential for our survival. We fear losing our loved ones, our possessions, our status, our sense of self. We fear the void, the emptiness that we believe will engulf us if we let go of what we cling to. This fear, this deep-seated insecurity, is the root of all attachment. But here's the irony: the more we cling to things, the more likely we are to lose them. Our desperate grip creates resistance, pushing away the very things we seek to hold on to. It's like trying to grasp water in our hands. The tighter we squeeze, the faster it slips through our fingers. The key to breaking free from the cage of attachment lies in understanding its illusory nature. Attachment is not love. It's not passion. It's not even true desire. It's a distorted reflection of these emotions, a fear-based clinging that masquerades as something positive and life-affirming. True love is unconditional, free from possessiveness and control. True passion is a joyful expression of our inner being, not a desperate need for external validation. And true desire is a guiding star, a gentle pull towards our highest potential, not a relentless taskmaster that demands our unwavering obedience. When we recognize the difference between true desire and attachment, we begin to loosen the chains that bind us. We start to see that our happiness does not depend on external circumstances, on achieving specific outcomes, or on possessing certain things. True happiness, true fulfillment, lies within us, waiting to be discovered in the stillness of the present moment. And how do we access this inner peace, this state of freedom from attachment? It starts with awareness. By recognizing the subtle ways in which attachment manifests in our lives, we can begin to challenge its grip, to question its authority. We can ask ourselves, is this desire truly serving me, or is it keeping me trapped in a cycle of suffering? The next step is acceptance. Accepting that we are attached, that we have fears and insecurities, is the first step towards healing. It's about acknowledging our humanness, our vulnerability, without judgment or self-condemnation. And finally, we must cultivate the art of letting go. This doesn't mean giving up on our dreams or abandoning our goals. It means releasing our attachment to a specific outcome, surrendering to the flow of life, and trusting that the universe has a plan far grander than our limited minds can conceive. This, my friend, is the path to true freedom. It's a journey of self-discovery, a process of shedding the layers of fear and insecurity that keep us trapped in the cage of attachment. It's about embracing the unknown, trusting the universe, and opening ourselves to the infinite possibilities that lie just beyond our grasp. Chapter 3. The Myth of Force. We are a species obsessed with control. We build towering skyscrapers to defy gravity, intricate machines to conquer time and distance, and complex systems to manage every aspect of our lives. We crave order, predictability, and the illusion of mastery over our destiny. This deep-seated desire for control extends to our inner world, to the realm of our desires and dreams. We believe that if we just try hard enough, if we push with enough force, we can bend the universe to our will and manifest our desires into reality. But what if this very belief, this relentless pursuit of control, is the very thing that blocks our path to fulfillment? What if the universe doesn't respond to force, but to a far subtler, more yielding energy? This, my friend, is the myth of force. It's the seductive illusion that we can muscle our way to happiness, that we can command the universe to deliver our desires on demand. It's the voice of the ego whispering in our ear, "You are the master of your destiny. You have the power to make things happen." And while it's true that we have the power to shape our reality through our choices and actions, there's a fundamental flaw in this forceful approach. It ignores the delicate dance of co-creation, the intricate interplay between our intentions and the universal forces that orchestrate the unfolding of events. Imagine a river flowing towards the ocean. It carves its path through the landscape, navigating obstacles and adapting to the terrain. Now imagine trying to force that river to flow in a different direction, to bend its will to your own. You might build dams and canals, you might try to redirect its course with brute force, but ultimately the river will find its way, carving a new path, sometimes with devastating consequences. Similarly, when we try to force our desires into reality, we create resistance. We disrupt the natural flow of energy, creating blockages and obstacles that hinder our progress. We become like the proverbial bull in a china shop, crashing through life with our forceful intentions, creating chaos and destruction in our wake. The universe, my friend, does not respond to force. It responds to allowance. It responds to surrender. It responds to the gentle whisper of intention, not the thunderous roar of demand. Think of a sailboat navigating the open sea. The captain doesn't fight against the wind, trying to force it to change direction. Instead, they adjust their sails, harnessing the wind's power to propel the boat forward. They work in harmony with the natural forces, allowing the wind to guide them towards their destination. Similarly, when we approach our desires with an attitude of allowance, we align ourselves with the universal flow. We become co-creators with the universe, working in harmony with its rhythms and cycles. We set our intentions, take inspired action, and then surrender to the unfolding of events, trusting that the universe will deliver in its own perfect timing. This doesn't mean we become passive observers, sitting back and waiting for our desires to fall into our laps. Allowance is not inaction. It's about taking action from a place of trust, not from a place of fear or desperation. It's about surrendering to the greater wisdom of the universe, while still playing an active role in shaping our reality. Think of a gardener tending to their plants. They provide water, sunlight, and nutrients. But they also allow the plants to grow at their own pace, to unfold their natural beauty in their own time. They don't try to force the flowers to bloom or the fruits to ripen. They trust the inherent intelligence of nature to do its work. Similarly, when we cultivate an attitude of allowance, we nurture our desires with intention and care, but we also allow them to unfold in their own way, in their own time. We trust the universe to orchestrate the perfect manifestation, even if it doesn't look exactly as we envisioned it. This trust, this surrender, is the key to unlocking the power of allowance. It's about releasing our need for control, our attachment to a specific outcome, and opening ourselves to the infinite possibilities that lie beyond our limited perception. When we let go of the myth of force, we step into a new paradigm of manifestation. We move from a place of struggle and resistance to a place of ease and flow. We become conduits for universal energy, allowing our desires to manifest with effortless grace. This, my friend, is the true power of allowing. It's a subtle shift in perspective, a profound change in our approach to life, that can unlock a world of abundance and fulfillment beyond our wildest dreams. Chapter 4. The Shadow of Expectation. We all have them, those shimmering visions of the future, painted in vibrant hues of our deepest desires. We envision the perfect partner, the dream job, the overflowing bank account, the adoring fans. These expectations, these mental blueprints of our ideal reality, can be powerful motivators, fueling our ambition and inspiring us to reach for the stars. But they can also cast a long, insidious shadow, blocking the very sunlight of manifestation we seek. Expectations, my friend, are a double-edged sword. On one hand, they provide us with a sense of direction, a roadmap to our desired destination. They give us something to strive for, a target to aim at. But on the other hand, they can become rigid chains, shackling us to a specific outcome, blinding us to the infinite possibilities that lie beyond our limited vision. Think of a sculptor meticulously chiseling away at a block of marble, their mind fixated on the perfect form they envision. Every stroke of the hammer, every delicate touch of the chisel, is guided by their expectations, their preconceived notion of what the final masterpiece should look like. But what happens when the marble reveals a hidden flaw, an unexpected vein of color that disrupts their perfect plan? The sculptor faces a choice: cling to their original expectation, forcing the marble to conform to their vision, or embrace the unexpected, allowing the flaw to guide them towards a new, perhaps even more beautiful creation. Similarly, when we cling to our expectations, we limit our potential for growth and transformation. We become so fixated on a specific outcome that we miss the subtle cues, the unexpected opportunities that the universe presents along the way. We become prisoners of our own mental constructs, blind to the detours and scenic routes that might lead us to an even more fulfilling destination. Expectations are often rooted in fear. We fear the unknown, the uncertainty of venturing beyond our comfort zones. We fear that if things don't go according to plan, we will be disappointed, hurt, or even worse, that we will be deemed a failure. This fear, this deep-seated insecurity, is the driving force behind our attachment to expectations. But here's the paradox. The more we cling to our expectations, the more likely we are to be disappointed. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, operates on its own timeline, unfolding events in ways that often defy our limited understanding. When we rigidly attach ourselves to a specific outcome, we create resistance, blocking the natural flow of manifestation. Think of a child eagerly anticipating a birthday present. They have a specific toy in mind, their imagination filled with images of playing with it, their heart filled with excitement. But when the day arrives, and the gift is not what they expected, disappointment washes over them, overshadowing the joy of the occasion. Similarly, when we attach ourselves to specific expectations, we set ourselves up for disappointment. We close ourselves off to the possibility of receiving something even better, something that aligns more perfectly with our true desires and needs. The key to breaking free from the shadow of expectation lies in cultivating a mindset of openness and flexibility. It's about embracing the unknown, welcoming the unexpected, and trusting that the universe has a plan far grander than our limited minds can conceive. This doesn't mean we abandon our goals or give up on our dreams. It simply means releasing our attachment to a specific outcome, allowing the universe to surprise us, to delight us with its infinite creativity. Think of a traveler embarking on a journey to a new destination. They have a general idea of where they want to go, but they remain open to detours, to unexpected discoveries along the way. They embrace the adventure, knowing that the journey itself is just as important as the destination. Similarly, when we approach life with a sense of openness and curiosity, we allow ourselves to be guided by the universe, to be led towards experiences and opportunities that we could never have imagined. This openness, this willingness to surrender to the unknown, is the essence of detachment from expectations. It's about trusting the universe, believing that it has our best interests at heart, even when things don't go according to plan. And here's the beautiful irony. When we release our grip on expectations, when we surrender to the flow of life, we paradoxically increase our chances of manifesting our desires. We create a space of allowing, a fertile ground for our dreams to take root and blossom. This, my friend, is the power of releasing expectations. It's a subtle shift in perspective, a profound change in our approach to life, that can unlock a world of abundance and fulfillment beyond our wildest dreams. Chapter 5. The Prisoner of the Mind. Imagine a vast, sprawling kingdom, a realm of infinite possibilities and boundless potential. Within this kingdom lies a hidden chamber, a secret room where the true power resides. This, my friend, is the subconscious mind, the silent architect of your reality, the unseen force that shapes your thoughts, emotions, and experiences. But here's the catch. Most of us are unaware of this inner kingdom, oblivious to the power that lies dormant within. We wander through life like prisoners trapped in a tiny cell, unaware of the vast expanse that lies beyond our limited perception. We are prisoners of our own minds, bound by invisible chains forged from our beliefs, fears, and past conditioning. The subconscious mind is a fascinating and mysterious realm. It's the storehouse of your memories, emotions, and deeply ingrained beliefs. It's the silent observer, constantly absorbing information from your environment, processing experiences, and shaping your perception of the world. But the subconscious mind is not merely a passive recorder. It's an active participant in creating your reality. It's the architect of your dreams, the orchestrator of your experiences, the driving force behind your successes and failures. Think of an iceberg floating in the ocean. The visible tip represents your conscious mind, the thoughts and feelings you are aware of at any given moment. But beneath the surface lies the vast, submerged mass of the iceberg, representing your subconscious mind, the hidden depths where your deepest beliefs and patterns reside. Just as the iceberg's hidden mass influences its movement and direction, your subconscious mind shapes your thoughts, emotions, and actions. It's the invisible hand that guides your choices, influences your relationships, and determines your level of success and fulfillment. But here's the challenge. The subconscious mind is not always your ally. It can be a powerful force for good, helping you achieve your goals and live a life of abundance. But it can also be a source of limitation, holding you back from your true potential, keeping you trapped in cycles of self-sabotage and negativity. The subconscious mind is like fertile soil. Whatever seeds you plant in it, whether positive or negative, will take root and grow. If you plant seeds of fear, doubt, and limitation, they will blossom into weeds of anxiety, insecurity, and self-defeating behaviors. But if you plant seeds of love, confidence, and abundance, they will blossom into beautiful flowers of joy, success, and fulfillment. The key to unlocking the power of your subconscious mind lies in becoming aware of its influence. It's about recognizing the limiting beliefs, the negative patterns, the self-sabotaging behaviors that are holding you back from your true potential. Think of a gardener tending to their garden. They carefully observe the plants, noticing any signs of disease or pests. They weed out the unwanted growth, nurture the healthy plants, and provide the optimal conditions for growth and flourishing. Similarly, you must become a mindful gardener of your own mind. You must cultivate awareness of your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, identifying any weeds of negativity or limitation that are hindering your progress. This process of self-discovery can be challenging. It requires courage to confront your deepest fears, your hidden insecurities, the limiting beliefs that have been shaping your reality. But it's also an incredibly empowering journey, a path towards self-mastery and liberation. Once you become aware of the limiting beliefs and patterns that reside in your subconscious mind, you can begin to reprogram them. You can replace the weeds of negativity with seeds of positivity, empowering beliefs, and life-affirming thoughts. Think of a computer programmer rewriting code. They identify the bugs, the errors in the program that are causing malfunctions. They then rewrite the code, replacing the faulty lines with new instructions that will enable the program to run smoothly and efficiently. Similarly, you can reprogram your subconscious mind by replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones. You can use affirmations, visualizations, and other techniques to rewire your neural pathways, creating new patterns of thought and behavior that support your goals and aspirations. This process of reprogramming takes time and consistent effort. It's like training a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. The more you cultivate positive thoughts and beliefs, the more they will take root in your subconscious mind, shaping your reality in profound and transformative ways. And here's the most exciting part: as you reprogram your subconscious mind, you begin to break free from the limitations that have been holding you captive. You step out of the prison cell and into the vast expanse of your inner kingdom, a realm of infinite possibilities and boundless potential. This, my friend, is the power of mastering your mind. It's a journey of self-discovery, a process of liberation from the chains of limiting beliefs and negative patterns. It's about reclaiming your power, stepping into your true potential, and creating a life of abundance, joy, and fulfillment. Chapter 6: The Key to Freedom. Imagine a bird soaring through the vast expanse of the sky, its wings outstretched, effortlessly riding the currents of air. It moves with grace and freedom, unburdened by the weight of the world below. This, my friend, is the essence of detachment, the key to unlocking the cage of your desires and soaring into the realm of true manifestation. Detachment is not a passive resignation, a giving up on your dreams. It's an active, conscious choice, a powerful act of liberation. It's the key that unlocks the shackles of neediness, desperation, and fear, freeing you to pursue your goals with a sense of ease, joy, and unwavering trust in the universe. Think of a tightrope walker gracefully balancing high above the ground. They move with precision and focus, their eyes fixed on the destination ahead. But their grip on the balancing pole is light, their movements fluid, their body relaxed. They understand that clinging too tightly, tensing their muscles in fear, will only disrupt their balance and lead to a fall. Similarly, when we approach our desires with a sense of detachment, we maintain a delicate balance between intention and surrender. We set our sights on our goals, but we don't cling to them with a desperate grip. We move forward with purpose and determination, but we also allow space for the universe to work its magic, to guide us towards our highest good. Detachment is not about suppressing your desires or denying their importance. It's about transforming your relationship with them, shifting from a place of lack and neediness to a place of abundance and trust. It's about recognizing that your desires are not external objects to be chased and captured, but rather they are reflections of your own inner being, expressions of your unique potential waiting to unfold. Think of a seed planted in fertile soil. It contains within it the blueprint for a magnificent tree, a towering symbol of strength and resilience. But the seed doesn't struggle or strain to grow. It surrenders to the natural process, trusting the earth to provide nourishment, the sun to provide warmth, and the rain to provide moisture. Similarly, when you embrace detachment, you surrender to the natural flow of manifestation. You trust the universe to provide the resources, the opportunities, and the synchronicities that will guide you towards your goals. You become a co-creator with the universe, working in harmony with its rhythms and cycles. Detachment is a skill, an art form that can be cultivated through practice and awareness. It's about training your mind to release its grip on the outcome, to let go of the need for control, and to embrace the uncertainty of the journey. Think of a master archer aiming for the bullseye. They draw back the bowstring with focus and precision, their eyes fixed on the target. But at the moment of release, they let go of all control, trusting the arrow to find its mark. Similarly, when you practice detachment, you learn to release your grip on the outcome, trusting the universe to guide your desires towards their perfect manifestation. You become an archer of intention, aiming your desires towards your goals, then releasing them with unwavering trust. Detachment is not a one-time event, a switch that you flip and suddenly become free. It's an ongoing process, a journey of self-discovery and transformation. It's about cultivating a mindset of openness, flexibility, and surrender, allowing yourself to be guided by the wisdom of the universe. Think of a river flowing towards the ocean. It encounters obstacles along the way, rocks and fallen trees that impede its progress. But the river doesn't fight against these obstacles. It flows around them, adapting to the terrain, finding new paths towards its ultimate destination. Similarly, when you embrace detachment, you learn to navigate the challenges of life with grace and resilience. You don't resist the obstacles that appear on your path. You flow around them, trusting that the universe is guiding you towards your highest good. Detachment is the key to unlocking the cage of your desires, freeing you to soar into the realm of true manifestation. It's a powerful tool for personal growth and transformation, a pathway towards a life of freedom, fulfillment, and extraordinary power. Chapter 7. The Dance of Surrender. Imagine a leaf falling from a tree in autumn, gracefully twirling and swirling as it descends to the earth. It doesn't resist the pull of gravity. It doesn't cling to the branch in fear. It surrenders to the natural flow, trusting the wind to carry it to its final resting place. This, my friend, is the essence of surrender, the graceful dance partner of detachment in the symphony of manifestation. Surrender is often misunderstood as weakness, a passive resignation to fate. But true surrender is an act of profound strength, a courageous embrace of the unknown. It's a conscious choice to release your grip on the illusion of control, to trust in the wisdom of the universe, and to allow life to unfold in its own perfect timing. Think of a surfer riding a powerful wave. They don't fight against the force of the ocean, trying to dictate its course. They surrender to its power, flowing with its rhythm, finding harmony in the midst of chaos. They trust their instincts, their intuition, and the natural forces that guide them. Similarly, when you surrender to the flow of life, you don't resist the challenges and obstacles that come your way. You don't try to force your desires into reality with sheer willpower. Instead, you align yourself with the universal current, allowing it to carry you towards your goals with effortless ease. Surrender is not about giving up on your dreams or abandoning your aspirations. It's about releasing your attachment to a specific outcome, allowing the universe to orchestrate the perfect manifestation in its own way, in its own time. It's about trusting that the path unfolding before you, even with its twists and turns, is leading you towards your highest good. Think of a sailboat navigating a stormy sea. The captain doesn't fight against the wind and waves, trying to force the boat in a predetermined direction. They adjust their sails, harnessing the power of the storm, using its energy to propel them forward. They surrender to the forces of nature, trusting their knowledge and experience to guide them through the tempest. Similarly, when you embrace surrender, you don't resist the challenges and setbacks that life throws your way. You see them as opportunities for growth and learning, trusting that they are guiding you towards a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Surrender is a delicate dance, a harmonious interplay between intention and allowance. It's about setting your sights on your goals, taking inspired action, and then releasing your grip on the outcome, trusting the universe to deliver in its own perfect timing. Think of a river flowing towards the ocean. It encounters rocks, fallen trees, and narrow passages along the way. But the river doesn't fight against these obstacles. It flows around them, adapting to the terrain, finding new paths towards its ultimate destination. Similarly, when you surrender to the flow of life, you don't resist the challenges and detours that appear on your path. You embrace them as opportunities for growth and learning, trusting that they are guiding you towards a more fulfilling and meaningful journey. Surrender is not a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of profound courage. It takes courage to let go of the illusion of control, to embrace the unknown, and to trust in a power greater than yourself. But the rewards of surrender are immeasurable. When you surrender to the flow of life, you tap into a source of infinite wisdom and power. You align yourself with the universal current, allowing it to carry you towards your dreams with effortless ease. You experience a sense of peace and tranquility that transcends the chaos and uncertainty of the world around you. Surrender is the key to unlocking the true power of detachment, the gateway to a life of freedom, fulfillment, and extraordinary manifestation. It's a dance of trust, a harmonious partnership with the universe, a journey of letting go and allowing life to unfold in its own magnificent way. Chapter 8. The Alchemy of Trust. Imagine a child leaping fearlessly into the arms of a loved one, their eyes sparkling with laughter, their body relaxed in complete surrender. They don't hesitate, they don't doubt, they simply trust. This, my friend, is the alchemy of trust, the magical ingredient that transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary, the key that unlocks the treasure chest of manifestation. Trust is the foundation upon which the detachment paradox rests. It's the unwavering belief that the universe is benevolent, that it has your best interests at heart, even when things don't seem to be going your way. It's the quiet confidence that whispers, "Everything is unfolding perfectly, even if I don't understand how or why." Think of a seed planted deep within the earth. It's surrounded by darkness, seemingly cut off from the world above. But the seed doesn't despair, it doesn't doubt. It trusts in the inherent intelligence of nature, in the unseen forces that will nurture its growth and guide it towards the sunlight. Similarly, when you cultivate trust, you tap into a source of infinite wisdom and power. You surrender to the flow of life, knowing that the universe is conspiring in your favor, even when the path ahead seems unclear. You release your grip on the need for control, allowing the universe to orchestrate the perfect manifestation of your desires. Trust is not blind faith, a naive belief in a fairy tale ending. It's a deep knowing, an inner conviction that transcends logic and reason. It's the unwavering certainty that you are supported, guided, and loved, even in the midst of challenges and setbacks. Think of a tightrope walker gracefully balancing high above the ground. They don't focus on the fear of falling, the potential for disaster. They trust their training, their instincts, and the strength of the rope beneath their feet. They move forward with confidence, their eyes fixed on the destination ahead. Similarly, when you cultivate trust, you don't dwell on your fears or anxieties. You don't allow doubt to cloud your vision or sabotage your progress. You trust in your own abilities, in the guidance of the universe, and in the unfolding of your own unique path. Trust is not a passive state of waiting, a resignation to fate. It's an active force, a catalyst for transformation. It empowers you to take risks, to step outside your comfort zone, and to pursue your dreams with unwavering determination. Think of an eagle soaring high above the mountains, its wings outstretched, effortlessly riding the currents of air. It doesn't fear the heights, it doesn't doubt its ability to fly. It trusts its instincts, its powerful wings, and the invisible forces that keep it aloft. Similarly, when you cultivate trust, you don't shy away from challenges or shrink from opportunities. You embrace the unknown, knowing that you are capable of overcoming any obstacle, of achieving any goal that you set your mind to. Trust is the alchemy that transforms fear into courage, doubt into certainty, and limitation into boundless possibility. It's the magical ingredient that allows you to let go of the need for control, to surrender to the flow of life, and to manifest your desires with effortless ease. Think of a river flowing towards the ocean, its waters carving a path through the landscape, navigating obstacles and adapting to the terrain. It doesn't resist the natural flow, it doesn't try to force its way through. It trusts the current, the natural forces that guide it towards its ultimate destination. Similarly, when you cultivate trust, you don't resist the challenges and detours that life presents. You embrace them as opportunities for growth and learning, trusting that they are leading you towards a more fulfilling and meaningful journey. Trust is the foundation of the detachment paradox, the cornerstone of a life filled with abundance, joy, and extraordinary manifestation. It's the unwavering belief in the benevolence of the universe, the quiet confidence that whispers, "Everything is working out for my highest good." Chapter 9. The Mirror of Presence. Imagine a still pond, its surface reflecting the sky above with perfect clarity. No ripples disturb the image, no waves distort the reflection. This, my friend, is the power of presence, the mirror that reflects the true nature of reality, the gateway to unlocking the detachment paradox. Presence is the art of being fully present in this moment, right here, right now. It's about releasing the grip of the past and the pull of the future, anchoring your awareness in the only reality that truly exists, the present. Think of a child completely absorbed in play, their attention captivated by the toy in their hands, their imagination soaring to fantastical worlds. They are not worried about the past, nor are they anxious about the future. They are fully immersed in the present moment, experiencing the joy and wonder of pure being. Similarly, when you cultivate presence, you step out of the endless stream of thoughts that pull you in 1,000 different directions. You release the regrets, the worries, the what-ifs that cloud your mind and distort your perception of reality. You become fully present in this moment, experiencing the richness and vibrancy of life as it unfolds. Presence is not a passive state of inaction, a withdrawal from the world. It's an active engagement with life, a heightened awareness of your thoughts, emotions, and sensations. It's about savoring the taste of your food, feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin, listening to the symphony of sounds around you. Think of a dancer moving with grace and fluidity, their body attuned to the rhythm of the music, their movements an expression of pure presence. They are not thinking about the steps, they are not analyzing their performance. They are fully immersed in the dance, their body and mind united in a harmonious flow. Similarly, when you cultivate presence, you move through life with a sense of ease and grace. You are not burdened by the weight of the past or the anxieties of the future. You are free to express your true self, to engage with life fully and authentically. Presence is the antidote to attachment, the key to unlocking the detachment paradox. When you are fully present, you are not clinging to outcomes. You are not fixated on specific desires. You are open to the infinite possibilities that the present moment holds, allowing the universe to surprise and delight you. Think of a gardener tending to their plants, their attention focused on the delicate leaves, the vibrant colors, the subtle fragrance of the blossoms. They are not worried about the harvest, they are not anxious about the weather. They are fully present with the plants, nurturing their growth, appreciating their beauty. Similarly, when you cultivate presence, you nurture your desires with intention and care, but you are not attached to the outcome. You trust the universe to deliver in its own perfect timing, allowing the manifestation process to unfold naturally and effortlessly. Presence is not a destination, a state of perfection to be achieved. It's a journey, an ongoing practice of returning to this moment, again and again. It's about cultivating awareness, mindfulness, and a deep appreciation for the richness of life as it unfolds. Think of a river flowing towards the ocean, its waters constantly moving, changing, adapting to the terrain. The river is never the same from one moment to the next, yet it is always present, always flowing towards its ultimate destination. When you cultivate presence, you embrace the impermanence of life, the constant flow of change and transformation. You are not attached to any particular state or experience. You are open to the ebb and flow of life, trusting that the current is carrying you towards your highest good. Presence is the mirror that reflects the true nature of reality, the gateway to unlocking the detachment paradox. It's the art of being fully present in this moment, right here, right now, allowing the universe to reveal its magic and guide you towards a life of freedom, fulfillment, and extraordinary manifestation. Chapter 10. The Symphony of Intention. Imagine a conductor standing before a grand orchestra, their baton raised, their eyes sparkling with anticipation. With a graceful flick of the wrist, they unleash a symphony of sound, each instrument playing its part, each note contributing to the harmonious whole. This, my friend, is the power of intention, the guiding force that orchestrates the manifestation of your desires, the conductor of your life's symphony. Intention is the starting point of all creation, the seed from which your dreams take root and blossom. It's the focused energy, the clear and unwavering desire that sets the wheels of manifestation in motion. It's the compass that guides you towards your goals, the blueprint that shapes your reality. Think of an architect meticulously drafting the plans for a magnificent building, their vision taking shape on paper, each line and curve representing a specific element of the final structure. They are not merely drawing lines, they are imbuing their creation with intention, with a focused energy that will guide the construction process. When you set intentions, you are not simply wishing or hoping for something to happen. You are actively shaping your reality, directing your energy towards a specific goal, creating a blueprint for the universe to follow. Intention is not a passive act of wishful thinking, a vague desire floating aimlessly in the ether. It's a powerful force, a focused beam of energy that you direct towards your desired outcome. It's the unwavering commitment, the clear and concise declaration that says, "This is what I want to create." Think of an archer aiming for the bullseye, their eyes fixed on the target, their body perfectly aligned. They are not simply shooting arrows randomly, hoping to hit something. They are focusing their energy, their intention, on a specific point, guiding the arrow towards its mark. When you set intentions, you are not simply throwing your desires out into the universe, hoping they will land somewhere. You are focusing your energy, your attention, on a specific goal, guiding the universe towards its manifestation. Intention is not about forcing or manipulating the universe to bend to your will. It's about aligning yourself with the natural flow of creation, working in harmony with the universal forces that orchestrate the unfolding of events. Think of a gardener planting a seed in fertile soil. They are not forcing the seed to grow. They are not manipulating the natural process. They are providing the optimal conditions for growth, nurturing the seed with intention and care, trusting the inherent intelligence of nature to do its work. When you set intentions, you are not trying to control the outcome. You are not forcing the universe to deliver on demand. You are creating a fertile ground for your desires to take root, nurturing them with focused energy and unwavering trust, allowing the universe to orchestrate the perfect manifestation. Intention is the symphony conductor of your life, guiding the orchestra of your desires towards a harmonious crescendo. It's the starting point of all creation, the seed from which your dreams take root and blossom. It's the focused energy, the clear and unwavering desire that sets the wheels of manifestation in motion. But here's the crucial point, the subtle nuance that elevates intention to an art form. It's not enough to simply set intentions. You must also learn to detach from the outcome, to surrender to the flow of life, to trust that the universe will deliver in its own perfect timing. Think of a composer creating a masterpiece, their mind filled with melodies and harmonies, their heart overflowing with emotion. They pour their soul into the music, but they don't cling to a specific interpretation. They don't dictate how the audience should feel. They trust the music to speak for itself, to touch each listener in its own unique way. When you set intentions, you infuse them with your passion, your desires, your deepest yearnings. But you don't cling to a specific outcome. You don't dictate how the universe should deliver. You trust the symphony of intention to unfold, allowing the universe to orchestrate the perfect manifestation in its own magnificent way. This, my friend, is the art of setting intentions with detachment, the key to unlocking the true power of manifestation. It's about aligning your desires with the universal flow, conducting the symphony of your life with clarity, focus, and unwavering trust. Chapter 11. The Paradoxical Path. The human mind craves certainty. We seek answers, explanations, and logical frameworks to make sense of the world around us. We cling to the familiar, the predictable, the things we can neatly categorize and understand. But the universe, my friend, delights in paradox. It thrives on contradictions, on seemingly impossible truths that defy our linear thinking. And nowhere is this more evident than in the detachment paradox itself. It seems counterintuitive, doesn't it? How can letting go of something bring it closer? How can releasing your grip on a desire actually accelerate its manifestation? It's a concept that challenges our logical minds, that pushes us to expand our understanding of how the universe operates. Think of a river flowing towards the ocean. It follows the path of least resistance, meandering through valleys, carving its way around obstacles. It doesn't fight against the terrain. It doesn't try to force its way through. It surrenders to the natural flow, trusting the current to guide it towards its destination. When you embrace the detachment paradox, you align yourself with the natural flow of manifestation. You release your grip on the outcome, you surrender to the wisdom of the universe, and you trust that your desires will manifest in their own perfect timing. But here's the paradox: this act of letting go, this surrender to the unknown, actually accelerates the manifestation process. It creates a vacuum, a space of allowing, that draws your desires towards you with effortless ease. Think of a sailboat with its sails unfurled, catching the wind and propelling the vessel forward. The wind doesn't push the boat directly towards its destination. It fills the sails, creating a force that propels the boat forward, allowing it to navigate the currents and reach its destination. When you detach from your desires, you create a space for the universe to work its magic. You allow the winds of manifestation to fill your sails, guiding you towards your goals with effortless grace. The detachment paradox is a dance between intention and surrender, a delicate balance between focused desire and effortless allowance. It's about setting your sights on your goals, taking inspired action, and then releasing your grip on the outcome, trusting the universe to deliver in its own perfect timing. Think of a gardener planting a seed in fertile soil. They nurture the seed with care and attention, providing it with water, sunlight, and nutrients. But they don't dig it up every day to check on its progress. They trust the natural process, the inherent intelligence of nature to guide the seed towards its full potential. When you embrace the detachment paradox, you nurture your desires with intention and action. But you don't obsess over the outcome. You don't try to force the manifestation process. You trust the universe to orchestrate the perfect unfolding of events, allowing your desires to blossom in their own time. The paradoxical path is not a straight line, a predictable journey from point A to point B. It's a winding road filled with twists and turns, unexpected detours, and breathtaking vistas. It's a journey of discovery, a process of learning to trust the universe, to surrender to the unknown, and to embrace the magic of manifestation. Think of a mountain climber scaling a towering peak. They face treacherous cliffs, unpredictable weather, and moments of doubt and fear. But they persevere, driven by their passion, their unwavering belief in their ability to reach the summit. They trust their instincts, their equipment, and the support of their fellow climbers. When you embark on the paradoxical path, you will encounter challenges, setbacks, and moments of uncertainty. But you will also experience incredible breakthroughs, synchronicities, and moments of pure joy and fulfillment. You will learn to trust your intuition, to rely on the support of the universe, and to embrace the adventure of the journey. The paradoxical path is not for the faint of heart. It requires courage, faith, and a willingness to surrender to the unknown. But the rewards are immeasurable. It's a path that leads to freedom, fulfillment, and a life of extraordinary manifestation. Chapter 12. The Power of Non-Attachment. In the heart of the detachment paradox lies a profound and often misunderstood power, the power of non-attachment. It's not a passive resignation, a retreat from the world, or a suppression of desire. It's an active, vibrant force, a source of inner strength and resilience that allows you to navigate the turbulent waters of life with grace and equanimity. Think of a mighty oak tree standing tall in the midst of a storm. Its branches sway, its leaves rustle, but its roots remain firmly anchored in the ground. It doesn't fight against the wind, it doesn't resist the force of nature. It bends and sways, adapting to the changing conditions, drawing strength from its deep connection to the earth. Similarly, when you cultivate non-attachment, you develop an inner resilience that allows you to weather the storms of life. You don't cling to outcomes, you don't resist change, you don't allow external circumstances to dictate your inner state of being. You remain grounded in your own center, your own inner peace, drawing strength from your connection to the universal flow. Non-attachment is not a denial of your desires, but a liberation from their grip. It's about recognizing that your happiness, your fulfillment, does not depend on external circumstances, on achieving specific outcomes, or on possessing certain things. True happiness, true power, lies within you, waiting to be discovered in the stillness of the present moment. Think of a skilled surfer riding a powerful wave. They don't try to control the wave, they don't resist its force. They flow with it, adapting to its rhythm, finding harmony in the midst of chaos. They draw power from the wave, using its energy to propel them forward, to experience the thrill of the ride. Similarly, when you embrace non-attachment, you don't try to control the events of your life, you don't resist the challenges that come your way. You flow with them, adapting to the changing circumstances, drawing strength from the experiences that life presents. You become a master of your own destiny, navigating the waves of life with skill and confidence. Non-attachment is not a passive state of indifference, a lack of passion or enthusiasm. It's a vibrant engagement with life, a passionate pursuit of your goals and dreams, fueled by an inner fire that burns bright regardless of external circumstances. Think of a passionate artist pouring their heart and soul into their creations. They are not attached to the outcome, They are not seeking validation or approval. They create for the sheer joy of it, for the expression of their inner being, for the connection to something greater than themselves. When you cultivate non-attachment, you pursue your passions with a sense of freedom and joy. You are not driven by the need for external validation. You are not seeking approval or recognition. You are motivated by an inner drive, a deep desire to express your unique gifts and talents, to contribute to the world in your own meaningful way. Non-attachment is the key to unlocking your true power, the power that resides within you, waiting to be unleashed. It's the power to create your own reality, to manifest your desires with effortless ease, to navigate the challenges of life with grace and resilience. Think of a majestic eagle soaring high above the mountains, its wings outstretched, effortlessly riding the currents of air. It doesn't fear the heights, it doesn't doubt its ability to fly. It trusts its instincts, its powerful wings, and the invisible forces that keep it aloft. Similarly, when you embrace non-attachment, you soar above the limitations of your fears and insecurities. You trust your intuition, your inner guidance, and the unwavering support of the universe. You tap into your innate power, your limitless potential, and you create a life of freedom, fulfillment, and extraordinary manifestation. Non-attachment is not a destination, a state of perfection to be achieved. It's a journey, an ongoing practice of releasing your grip on the outcome, of surrendering to the flow of life, of trusting in the wisdom of the universe. It's a path that leads to inner peace, to true power, to a life of boundless possibility and extraordinary manifestation. Chapter 13. The Magnetism of Alignment. Imagine a compass needle, effortlessly pointing towards magnetic north, guided by an invisible force that permeates the planet. It doesn't question its direction, it doesn't resist the pull. It simply aligns itself with the magnetic field, finding its true bearing with effortless ease. This, my friend, is the magnetism of alignment, the powerful force that draws your desires into reality, the key to unlocking the full potential of the detachment paradox. Alignment is the harmonious convergence of your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your deepest desires. It's the state of being in sync with your true self, your soul's purpose, and the universal flow of creation. When you are in alignment, you become a magnet for your desires, attracting them into your reality with effortless grace. Think of a river flowing towards the ocean, its waters carving a path through the landscape, effortlessly navigating obstacles and adapting to the terrain. The river doesn't fight against the natural flow. It doesn't resist the pull of gravity. It simply aligns itself with the lay of the land, finding the path of least resistance towards its ultimate destination. When you are in alignment, you flow effortlessly towards your goals, navigating challenges with grace and ease. You don't struggle or strain, you don't force or manipulate. You simply trust the universal current, allowing it to guide you towards your highest good. Alignment is not a static state, a fixed point of perfection. It's a dynamic process, a constant dance between your inner world and the external reality. It's about staying attuned to your thoughts, emotions, and actions, making adjustments as needed to maintain a harmonious flow. Think of a skilled dancer moving with grace and fluidity, their body attuned to the rhythm of the music, their movements a reflection of their inner state. The dancer doesn't rigidly adhere to a set routine. They respond to the music, to their partner, to the energy of the moment. They flow with the rhythm, adapting their movements to maintain a harmonious balance. Similarly, when you cultivate alignment, you become attuned to the subtle cues of the universe, the whispers of your intuition, the feedback from your experiences. You adapt your thoughts, emotions, and actions to maintain a harmonious flow, ensuring that you are always moving in the direction of your dreams. Alignment is not about suppressing your emotions or denying your experiences. It's about acknowledging them, accepting them, and then choosing thoughts and actions that support your highest good. It's about transforming negative emotions into positive fuel, using challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. Think of a skilled sailor navigating a stormy sea. They don't ignore the storm. They don't pretend it doesn't exist. They acknowledge its power, they respect its force, and then they use their knowledge and skill to navigate through it. They adjust their sails, they harness the wind, they ride the waves, using the storm's energy to propel them forward. Similarly, when you cultivate alignment, you don't deny your challenges, you don't suppress your emotions. You acknowledge them, you accept them, and then you use them as fuel to propel you forward. You transform fear into courage, doubt into determination, and setbacks into opportunities for growth. Alignment is the key to unlocking the full potential of the detachment paradox. When you are in alignment, you become a magnet for your desires, attracting them into your reality with effortless ease. You flow effortlessly towards your goals, navigating challenges with grace and resilience. You experience a sense of peace, joy, and fulfillment that transcends the ups and downs of life. Think of a powerful magnet attracting metal objects, drawing them towards its center with an invisible force. The magnet doesn't struggle or strain. It doesn't force or manipulate. It simply exists in its natural state, emitting a magnetic field that attracts objects of a similar frequency. Similarly, when you are in alignment, you become a magnet for your desires, attracting them into your reality with effortless ease. You don't have to chase or pursue. You don't have to struggle or strive. You simply align yourself with your true self, your soul's purpose, and the universal flow of creation, and your desires will naturally gravitate towards you. Alignment is the magnetism that draws your dreams into reality, the key to unlocking the full potential of the detachment paradox. It's the harmonious convergence of your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your deepest desires, the state of being in sync with your true self and the universal flow of creation. Chapter 14. The Art of Detached Action. Imagine a master archer, poised and ready to release an arrow towards the distant target. They draw back the bowstring, their muscles taut with focused energy, their eyes fixed on the bullseye. But at the moment of release, something remarkable happens. They let go. They surrender their grip on the arrow, trusting its trajectory, allowing it to fly freely towards its destination. This, my friend, is the art of detached action, the delicate dance between intention and surrender, the key to unlocking the full potential of the detachment paradox in the realm of action. Detached action is not passive resignation, a withdrawal from the world, or a shirking of responsibility. It's an active, purposeful engagement with life, fueled by a deep understanding of the interplay between intention and surrender. It's about taking inspired action towards your goals while releasing your attachment to a specific outcome, trusting the universe to orchestrate the perfect manifestation. Think of a skilled surfer riding a powerful wave. They don't passively float on the surface, they don't resist the force of the ocean. They paddle with determination, they position themselves strategically, and then they surrender to the wave's power, flowing with its rhythm, adapting to its unpredictable movements. When you practice detached action, you don't sit idly by, waiting for your desires to manifest. You take proactive steps towards your goals, you make conscious choices, you exert effort and energy. But you also release your attachment to a specific outcome, allowing the universe to guide your actions, to open doors you never knew existed, to reveal opportunities that align with your highest good. Detached action is not about suppressing your desires or denying your ambition. It's about channeling your passion and drive into purposeful action while maintaining a sense of inner peace and equanimity. It's about recognizing that your true power lies not in forcing outcomes, but in aligning yourself with the universal flow, allowing the universe to co-create with you. Think of a seasoned gardener tending to their plants. They carefully prepare the soil, they sow the seeds with intention, they water and nurture the seedlings with care. But they also understand that they cannot control the weather, the pests, or the myriad factors that influence the growth of their plants. They surrender to the natural process, trusting the inherent intelligence of nature to bring forth the harvest in its own time. Similarly, when you practice detached action, you invest your energy and effort in pursuing your goals, But you also recognize that you cannot control every aspect of the manifestation process. You surrender to the wisdom of the universe, trusting that it will orchestrate the perfect unfolding of events, even if it doesn't look exactly as you envisioned. Detached action is not about achieving a state of perfect detachment, a complete absence of desire or emotion. It's about finding a balance between intention and surrender, between effort and allowance. It's about recognizing that you are both the creator and the witness of your own life, the active participant and the passive observer. Think of a skilled musician playing a complex piece of music. They practice diligently. They master the technical aspects. They pour their heart and soul into their performance. But they also surrender to the music, allowing it to flow through them, to express itself in its own unique way. They are both the master and the servant of the music, the conductor and the instrument. When you practice detached action, you bring your skills, talents, and passion to the table, but you also allow the universe to guide your actions, to inspire your creativity, to reveal the hidden pathways that lead to your goals. You are both the architect and the builder of your own destiny, the director and the actor in the play of your life. Detached action is the art of balancing intention and surrender, of finding harmony between effort and allowance. It's about taking inspired action towards your goals while releasing your attachment to a specific outcome, trusting the universe to orchestrate the perfect manifestation. It's a powerful practice that unlocks the full potential of the detachment paradox, leading you towards a life of freedom, fulfillment, and extraordinary creation. Chapter 15. The Mastery of Manifestation. We've journeyed deep into the heart of the detachment paradox, exploring its subtle nuances, its paradoxical power, and its transformative potential. Now, my friend, it's time to take the final step, to ascend to the summit of manifestation mastery. This is where the rubber meets the road, where theory transforms into practice, where you become the conscious architect of your reality. Mastery of manifestation is not about acquiring a set of magical formulas or secret techniques. It's about embodying the principles of the detachment paradox, integrating them into the fabric of your being, and expressing them through your thoughts, emotions, and actions. It's about becoming a living embodiment of the paradox, a walking testament to its transformative power. Think of a seasoned martial artist, their movements fluid and precise, their body a weapon of effortless grace. They haven't simply memorized a set of techniques, they have embodied the art form, integrating it into their very being. They move with instinct and intuition. Their actions are a reflection of years of dedicated practice and deep understanding. Mastery of manifestation is not about blindly following a set of rules or techniques. It's about cultivating a deep understanding of the detachment paradox, integrating its principles into your subconscious mind, and expressing them through your unique personality and life experiences. It's about becoming a master of your own energy, a conscious creator of your reality. One of the most powerful tools in your manifestation arsenal is the practice of visualization. It's the art of creating vivid mental images of your desired outcomes, of experiencing them with all your senses, of feeling the emotions associated with their manifestation. Think of an architect envisioning a magnificent building, their mind's eye exploring every detail, every angle, every texture. They can almost feel the cool marble beneath their fingertips, smell the fresh paint on the walls, hear the echoes of footsteps in the grand hall. This vivid visualization fuels their passion, guides their design, and ultimately contributes to the successful realization of their vision. When you practice visualization, you are not simply daydreaming or fantasizing. You are actively shaping your reality, imprinting your desires onto the fabric of the universe. You are sending a powerful message to your subconscious mind, to the universal forces of creation, that this is what you intend to manifest. But here's the crucial point. The subtle nuance that elevates visualization to an art form you must visualize with detachment. You must hold the image of your desire lightly, without clinging or grasping, allowing it to float freely in the realm of possibility. Think of a child blowing bubbles, watching them float and shimmer in the sunlight. They don't try to control the bubbles. They don't cling to them in fear of them bursting. They simply enjoy the beauty of the moment, the ephemeral magic of creation. Similarly, when you visualize with detachment, you allow your desires to float freely in the realm of possibility, trusting the universe to orchestrate their perfect manifestation. You release your grip on the outcome, you surrender to the flow of creation, and you allow the magic to unfold. Another powerful tool in your manifestation toolbox is the practice of affirmations. These are positive statements that you repeat to yourself, either silently or aloud, to reprogram your subconscious mind, to replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Think of a skilled gardener tending to their plants, whispering words of encouragement, nurturing their growth with positive affirmations. They don't criticize the plants for their imperfections. They don't doubt their ability to thrive. They nourish them with love and support, fostering their growth and development. When you use affirmations, you are not simply repeating empty phrases. You are actively shaping your reality, reprogramming your subconscious mind, cultivating a fertile ground for your desires to take root and blossom. But here again, the key is to use affirmations with detachment. You must repeat them with conviction, with feeling, but without clinging to a specific outcome. You must trust the process, surrender to the power of your words, and allow the universe to work its magic. Think of a musician practicing scales, repeating the same notes over and over again, gradually improving their technique, their mastery of the instrument. They don't expect to become a virtuoso overnight. They don't get discouraged by their mistakes. They trust the process, they surrender to the practice, and they allow their skills to develop naturally. Similarly, when you use affirmations with detachment, you trust the process, you surrender to the power of your words, and you allow your subconscious mind to gradually reprogram itself, aligning your beliefs with your desires. Mastery of manifestation is an ongoing journey, a lifelong practice of refining your skills, deepening your understanding, and expanding your awareness. It's about embodying the principles of the Detachment Paradox, integrating them into the fabric of your being, and expressing them through your thoughts, emotions, and actions. It's about becoming a conscious creator of your reality, a master of your own destiny. Chapter 16. The Freedom of Flow. Imagine a river, its waters cascading over rocks, swirling around bends, and merging with tributaries, yet always moving effortlessly towards the vastness of the ocean. It doesn't struggle against its banks, it doesn't resist the natural contours of the land. It simply flows, adapting to each obstacle, embracing the journey with effortless grace. This, my friend, is the freedom of flow, the state of being in perfect harmony with the universe, the ultimate expression of the detachment paradox. The freedom of flow is not a passive state of inaction, a resignation to fate, or a withdrawal from the world. It's an active, vibrant engagement with life, fueled by a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. It's about aligning yourself with the universal current, allowing it to guide your actions, your thoughts, and your emotions, leading you towards a life of effortless manifestation and profound fulfillment. Think of a skilled dancer moving with grace and fluidity, their body attuned to the rhythm of the music, their movements a seamless expression of the present moment. They don't struggle against the beat, they don't resist the melody. They surrender to the music, allowing it to flow through them, expressing its essence through their every gesture. When you embrace the freedom of flow, you don't resist the challenges and opportunities that life presents. You don't struggle against the current, you don't try to force outcomes. You surrender to the natural rhythm of life, allowing it to guide you towards your highest good, revealing synchronicities and opportunities that align with your deepest desires. The freedom of flow is not about achieving a state of perfect detachment, a complete absence of desire or emotion. It's about finding a harmonious balance between intention and surrender, between effort and allowance. It's about recognizing that you are both the creator and the witness of your own life, the active participant and the passive observer. Think of a master musician improvising a jazz solo, their fingers dancing across the keys, their melodies weaving a tapestry of sound that is both spontaneous and purposeful. They don't rigidly adhere to a pre-written score. They don't resist the creative impulses that arise in the moment. They surrender to the flow of music, allowing it to guide their expression, creating a masterpiece of sound that is both unique and timeless. Similarly, when you embrace the freedom of flow, you don't rigidly adhere to a predetermined plan. You don't resist the unexpected twists and turns that life throws your way. You adapt to the changing circumstances. You embrace the spontaneity of the moment. You allow your intuition to guide your actions, creating a life that is both fulfilling and meaningful. The freedom of flow is not about achieving a state of constant bliss or euphoria. It's about experiencing the full spectrum of human emotions, the highs and lows, the joys and sorrows, with a sense of equanimity and acceptance. It's about recognizing that every experience, every challenge, every opportunity is a stepping stone on your journey towards self-discovery and fulfillment. Think of a seasoned sailor navigating the open sea, their sails billowing in the wind, their vessel dancing across the waves. They don't fear the storms, they don't resist the calm waters. They embrace the ever-changing conditions, adjusting their sails, navigating with skill and confidence, trusting the wind and the waves to guide them towards their destination. When you embrace the freedom of flow, you don't fear the challenges of life, you don't resist the moments of peace and tranquility. You embrace the full spectrum of human experience, navigating the ups and downs with grace and resilience, trusting the universe to guide you towards your ultimate destination. Chapter 17. The Legacy of Detachment. We've reached the final chapter of our journey, the culmination of our exploration into the depths of the Detachment Paradox. We've unraveled its mysteries, uncovered its power, and witnessed its transformative potential. Now, my friend, it's time to reflect on the legacy you'll create, the impact you'll have on the world by embodying this profound principle. The legacy of detachment is not about withdrawing from the world, becoming an aloof observer detached from the joys and sorrows of life. It's about engaging with the world with a renewed sense of clarity, purpose, and inner peace. It's about leaving a mark on the world that is not driven by ego or ambition, but by a deep desire to contribute, to serve, and to create a positive impact. Think of a majestic oak tree, its branches reaching towards the sky, its roots deeply embedded in the earth. It stands tall and proud, providing shade and shelter to countless creatures, its leaves rustling in the wind, a symphony of life and resilience. The oak doesn't strive for recognition, it doesn't seek applause. It simply exists, fulfilling its purpose, leaving a legacy of strength, stability, and enduring beauty. When you embody the legacy of detachment, you become a source of strength and inspiration for others. You radiate an aura of calm and confidence, a quiet power that draws people towards you. You inspire them to embrace their own potential, to pursue their dreams with passion and purpose, to navigate the challenges of life with grace and resilience. The legacy of detachment is not about achieving personal perfection or becoming a flawless being. It's about embracing your imperfections, acknowledging your vulnerabilities, and using your experiences, both the triumphs and the setbacks, as opportunities for growth and learning. It's about becoming the most authentic version of yourself, a beacon of light that illuminates the path for others. Think of a seasoned traveler, their backpack filled with stories and experiences from around the world. They've encountered diverse cultures, navigated unfamiliar terrains, and overcome unexpected challenges. They don't boast about their accomplishments, they don't dwell on their mishaps. They share their wisdom with humility, their stories inspiring others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery. Similarly, when you embody the legacy of detachment, you become a storyteller, sharing your experiences with authenticity and vulnerability. You inspire others to embrace their own unique journeys, to navigate the twists and turns with courage and curiosity, to discover the hidden treasures that lie within themselves and the world around them. The legacy of detachment is not about leaving a grand monument to your ego, a testament to your accomplishments and achievements. It's about leaving a subtle imprint on the hearts and minds of those you touch, a legacy of kindness, compassion, and unwavering love. Think of a gentle stream, its waters nourishing the land, providing life and sustenance to countless plants and animals. It doesn't seek recognition. It doesn't demand gratitude. It simply flows, offering its gifts freely, leaving a legacy of abundance, vitality, and interconnectedness. Similarly, when you embody the legacy of detachment, you become a source of nourishment and support for others. You offer your gifts freely, sharing your wisdom, your compassion, and your love without expectation of reward or recognition. You leave a legacy of positive impact, a ripple effect that extends far beyond your immediate sphere of influence. The legacy of detachment is not about achieving a state of finality, a destination where you have mastered all there is to know. It's about embracing the ongoing journey of self-discovery, the continuous evolution of your being. It's about leaving a legacy of growth, transformation, and boundless potential. Think of a soaring eagle, its wings carrying it to unimaginable heights, its eyes scanning the horizon, always seeking new perspectives, new challenges, new opportunities for exploration. It doesn't cling to the familiar. It doesn't fear the unknown. It embraces the journey, the endless possibilities that lie ahead, leaving a legacy of freedom, courage, and unwavering faith in the power of the wind beneath its wings. When you embody the legacy of detachment, you embrace the ongoing journey of life, the endless possibilities that unfold before you. You don't cling to the past, you don't fear the future. You embrace the present moment, the ever-changing landscape of your life, leaving a legacy of growth, transformation, and boundless potential. This, my friend, is the legacy of detachment, the enduring impact you create by embodying this profound principle. It's a legacy of freedom, fulfillment, and extraordinary manifestation, a legacy that ripples through the universe, touching countless lives, inspiring generations to come. I really appreciate your time, and I hope you have a wonderful day. If you could share and leave a comment, I would truly appreciate it. Your help would be greatly appreciated. Until we meet again.